we go. This is for the team randomizer for the Exquisite football group break. Sorry, this one's been delayed a little. We had some issues with computer and whatnot on Friday. Anyway, it's going to be done the same way we've done all the others. We've got the teams listed here alphabetically, numbered 1 through 32. We've got the slots listed here, 1 through 32. We're going to call it a slot. Start with number 1, and then we'll spin the balls, pull out a number, and whatever number that coincides with as far as the team, that's who they'll get. So I'm going to mix them up a little bit. And here we go. This is for prime cards. Prime cards, number 20. Number 20 is New Orleans. Next up, Vinny Vegas. Vinny Vegas, number 22, the New York Jets. Okay. Next up is I Better Win. I Better Win with number 12. Number 12 is Green Bay. Next up is TYI. TYI. Number 10. Denver Broncos. Next up is Hester 72598. Hester 72598, number 16. Number 16 is Kansas City. Next up is J Elate. J Elate, number 23, Oakland Raiders. Next up is JRAB 77. JRAB 77, number 25, Pittsburgh Steelers. Next up is J Elate again. J Elate, number 7, Cincinnati Bengals. Next up is Brian Shaft. Brian Shaft, number 28, Seattle. Next up is Hockey Fights. Hockey Fights, number 27, San Francisco 49ers. Next up, JEO 7958. Number 2, Atlanta Falcons. Next up is Pay Dirt God. Pay Dirt God, number 4, Buffalo Bills. Next up is JRAB 77. JRAB 77, number 19, New England. Next up is Joe Bob Mort. Joe Bob Mort, number 11, Detroit. Next up is JRAB 77. JRAB 77, number 13, Houston Texans. Next up is Kilo Monster. Kilo Monster, number 1, Arizona. Next up is Vinny Vegas. Vinny Vegas, number 18, Minnesota. Next up is Spoonman 22. Spoonman 22, number 26, the San Diego Chargers. Next up is Mace 726. Mace 726, number 21, the New York Giants. Okay, next up, Ma In Ree. Ma In Ree, number 8, the Cleveland Browns. Next up, Hester 72598. Hester 72598, number 9, Dallas. Next up is JReb 77. JReb 77, number 24, Philadelphia Eagles. Next up, Vinny Vegas. Vinny Vegas with number 15, Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Next up, Hester 72598. 72598 Hester, Tennessee, number 31. Next up is Hester 72598 again. Number 29, St. Louis. Next up is 5 Lombardis. 5 Lombardis, number 32, Washington. Next up is JEO 7958. Number 5, Carolina Panthers. Next up is Kilo Monster. Kilo Monster, number 6, Chicago Bears. Next up is BBP JNG. Number 14, Indianapolis Colts. Next up is Matt Zek Keck. Or Matt's Keck. Number 30, Tampa Bay. Next up is Matt's Keck again. Number 17, Miami. And next up is JReb 77, and this one should be number 3, but let's just make sure. And it is Baltimore Ravens. Okay, I'm going to go post this on the site, and we'll be ready to go shortly. Thanks, guys. Alright, here we are for the randomizer for the Marshawn Lynch, Marion Barber Dual Auto. This is the one numbered 08 of 30. So it'll be between the Bills and the Cowboys. The Bills are owned by Pay Dirt God, and they're going to be number 1 since they're on top of the card. And number 2 is going to be the Cowboys, who is Hester 72598. So number 1, Bills for Pay Dirt God. Number 2, Cowboys for Hester 72598. Here we go. Mix it up a little bit. And here we go. And it is number 2. So this card goes to Hester 72598. So the Lynch Barber Auto goes to Hester 72598. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.